Sports. I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. Bringing it out. He gets it out to the 32 and sets him up with a little. Field position. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Out of the gun to give to the back. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. Dropping back, it's Green. He hurls one deep down the left side. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Arkansas.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Coming out with it, it's Harbor. He'll step out of bounds at his own 13-yard line, and that will not go down on the teach tape for kick returns. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Pulls it in. It's Harbor. Breaks into the open. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chain.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, the QB and receiver are trying to hook up there on a curl route, but the DB just had better coverage and he knocked it away.
They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Back to pass, it's Sellers. Oh, they're after him. Trying to make magic with his feet. At the 40, there he goes. He'll go out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 31, and a big pickup on that one.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. You force him into 3rd and medium. Now you get a situation where you're playing pass, but man, gotta do a better job of keeping that rabbit in the cage. Don't let him outside the pocket, because when he does, you see right there, he chews up 10 quick and gets that 3rd down conversion.
Makes the grab, it's Harbor. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Nice job by this guy finding the slot guy on a drag.
Yeah, the receiver just working his way across the field, giving his quarterback a nice, easy target. That's an easy completion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wide open downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
Great execution on the RPO, and the receiver had some time to find the soft spot in the zone and make himself open for the quarterback and make it a much easier pass. Great job.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's see what the offense dials up on 3rd and goal. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneaks it into the end zone.
And I'll tell you what, Reese, I'm not picking a team unless I got a guy that can do something like this in the quarterback spot. I need an athlete. I need a little bit of mobility. It just dictates too much to the defense. QB runs in for 6.
And the extra point is good. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. From the gun, the running back looking for room. Picks his way ahead, pick up a 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, he's got some space. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be 1st down. We're through one period, and these receivers are showing out big time. Take a look at the stats. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Touch pass on the right. Got a little space. There he goes. He's at the 30. The 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
And it's now the second time this wide receiver has scored. Another outstanding job with the route. Great job securing the catch.
And the PAT gives him a 14-7 lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. With the catch, it's Jacobs. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender there closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Incomplete, thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And money down is where you see defenses really understand where the sticks are, play great pass defense, know what's coming, and get off the field.
It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. The Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Sellers. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
You see a lot of quarterbacks get in trouble when they start forcing things. He did a really good job. He wanted to throw the football. You can tell, drops back, nothing open. It's okay. I'm just going to take off, get what I can get.
2nd down coming up. Looking to fire. Caught near the sticks. It's Harbor. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And the Gamecocks are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
A lot of times with these RPOs, you see linebackers so slow, they don't want to mess up. Not on this one. Watch the defense attack downhill, go get the running back, get a tackle for a loss.
They've got a solid drive working, but now looking at 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, they'll run it. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Back to pass, it's Sellers. Throws for the tight end. Finds a man in the middle. They get him down, but this offense is set up 1st and goal from the 9.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
And backed up, 1st and goal. This defense fighting to hold the lead and carry it to the locker room. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Bennett. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over him.
So many playmakers, so much speed in college football, so many big plays after the catch. Not on this instance. The defense did a great job reacting to the throw, getting there in a hurry, and making sure he didn't get any yards after that catch.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, looking for the score. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
Looking for the touchdown on 3rd and goal. Looking for the goal line. Needed one more turn of the legs to get it in there, and he's denied just inches away from the touchdown. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the 1st down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the 1st down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Offense has enough time to get off the play before we head to the half. From his end zone, needs to be careful here. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. And the Razorbacks will boot it away to start the 2nd half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. In another offensive odyssey. They got a lot done through the air in the 1st half, and they might need even more production here in the 2nd.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success, and so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the 1st down.
That just really nice catch by the big tight end. Throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
So now it's 2nd and long. Finds his tight end. There he goes. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46.
And watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Gamecocks are rolling down the field. Might be changing the route. Looking to pass. It's Sellers. Thanks to grab. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
Need to do a better job as a defender tackling the catch. On the curl route, he had a chance to break on the ball, get the receiver down, couldn't do it, and as a result, they give up an explosive play.
And the Gamecocks with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Floating away. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
The Gamecocks in a good spot here with 2nd and short. A designed run for the quarterback. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Quarterbacks generally, guys, we know, they're not as big and not as physical runners as running backs, so it is going to be trickier for them to break tackles. I like the idea of getting the designed quarterback run game going, but moving forward, let's see if we can get him out to the perimeter.
And the Gamecocks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Grab near the marker, it's Harbor. Headed to the end zone, and he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Hard running there. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. The Razorbacks want to move quickly.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest.
Turning it on! Touchdown, Arkansas! And that one will give them the lead.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Sellers. That's caught. It's Sellers. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And he was able to push forward for a solid gain as the clock strikes 0 here in the 3rd. Big catches, big plays, tons of yards through 3 quarters for these 2 guys. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on 4th down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the 2nd half, but we saw them try to go for it on 4th down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. Off the RPO, throw right, looking for the chains. Stop short of the marker, and they stop for this defense, and they get the ball back.
That's a gutsy call, and I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory, and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are...
Breaks into the open. That's why a good running game is a coach's and quarterback's best friend when you're trying to put the lid on the game.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
The handoff, keep working on that clock. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The give to the single back. He's stopped for no gain again. Back-to-back runs, and they have nothing to show for it except facing a 3rd and long. The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. They'll give it to the back. He's not going to get there, and this defense really needed a stop like that. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the 4th quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a 2-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Wants to throw. It's Sellers. Finds his man. It's Jacobs. He'll step out of bounds at the 23-yard line after a productive play for this offense.
Man, you practice this all week for a reason. The 2-minute situation is so important. I like the completion. I like the first down. Let's see if we can get one more play in real quick before the 2-minute timeout.
The Gamecocks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Back to pass. Bringing the heat. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Clock stops and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That's reeled in. It's Jacobs. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. They'd hoped to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field down. He's got it. First down and more. And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. Wants to go up top on first down. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. He managed to fuse